governance to motopark system of, the presidency has lost visionary leadership and have turned to motopark kind of leadership. With a lot of things he said, that the people might, the economy might instigate people to rise up against the government, and even
there could be a revolt.
Yeah, there could be a revolt. He was warning, serious warning, a lot of content there. Now, like I've always said, instead of APC to pick this very extreme, strong criticism and put it as a toolbox in their box and use it, and also treat it like a free consulting services and see what to do to ensure this kind of statement wouldn't be able to come out from the mouth of any Nigerians, they have gone back to Riyadh. They are attacking Bakare, that is trying to stoke fear and trying to incite people.
The public against government.
What do you make of that?
Well, sometimes you don't have to talk all the time. I'm not talking about Bakare now. Yeah. Bakare has said what he feels, and it's not far from what we see. Do you understand? In the society right now, we have a legislature that is like rubber stamp to the president, and we also have the presidency also that has not taken the challenges the economy has thrown at the people into consideration. And those are the things he spoke about. They are not things that are not seen. We have also seen a judiciary that is underperforming. People doesn't trust the process of the judiciary anymore. We went from, these are not far from what Farotimi said about the judiciary. And like in our time, in our day, it's no longer done in secret anymore. We are seeing it in the open. So most of the things he said are things that, like you normally say, they should take them as tools, put them in the back and work with them. But being who they are, they must reply, they must talk, do you understand, and all that. And like we said, democracy is about you having the opportunity to say what is in your mind. You are the ruler. You are the one that is there. By what he said, he didn't say the people should go and be revolting or demonstrating.
He wasn't even talking to the people. He was talking to the government.
And also, we should also look at it that everything he said was anti-governance. No, it was like I remember there are some places he said, Mr. President. I mean, that means I still have full respect for the office of the president. But I, in my position in the society, I want to tell you what the people are feeling. And they won't just be able to keep
Okay, Peter, Pastor Bakare described National Assembly as the 48th minister. Rubber stamp. And National Assembly has come to, the Senate has come to blast him that is very disrespectful. You think Bakare was disrespectful to the National Assembly?
He just simply spoke the truth. I wonder why they say he crossed the line. I've been looking to see the line he crossed. They should attack him.
I mean, calling an entire National Assembly that's supposed to be in charge of checks and balances, a complete co-equal arm of government with the executive, calling them a 48th minister.
You are supposed to ratify a emergency rule by 2/3 majority. What did you do? What did they do? Voice vote. They weren't sure they will get the 2/3 majority. So what should we call you? See, everything the president has put forward to National Assembly has been approved.
Maybe they are also okay. Maybe the presidency.
No, you should checkmate. You are there to checkmate them.
If you check,
free right.
No, you as a teacher, for example, you are meant to grade your student. If your student scores 100% over 100 over 100, because you are meant to grade your student, you automatically give the person 30. So maybe what the president brought to them was okay.
Everything was okay.
Maybe.
Even opposition party that should oppose some of these things. So you represent a constituency. You represent the people. What is brought there, if it does not tally with what you campaign for, you will speak against it. Same 10 senates that sang in unison on your mandate we should stand. So they've made it easy for everybody to believe Bakare. What have they done differently? It's not the same thing that is involved in sexual allegation everywhere. So what Bakare has said is what is, and I respect him. He gave himself almost 2 years to speak. Yeah. He gave them time to perform. Yeah. He gave them time, and they did not do anything.
All right.
Actually, I want to ask
the
a question,
legislature.
if you allow me.
No, I will not allow you. The legislature, because of our time, the legislature is actually meant to hold executive arm of the government accountable.
But you know, we also are part of that legislature,
yes,
because we put the legislature.
We are. They are just our representatives.
Okay, am I correct?
Certainly.
So if we do that, I can call you a legislator.
That's right.
Will you score the president 80%?
I will have to put all his grades.
All the things, the one you have been
and
seeing
take
now.
them one by one.
Do you live in Nigeria?
And at the end of it, I have to take them one by one. At the end
do you live in Nigeria? We are on this table every day.
So let's move forward. The issues of accountability I was talking about is becoming very hard to find in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Mele Kyari, Nigerians are saying, no, this man has to be held accountable. The oil for Crude-for-Loan, whatever, we don't know what happened. Nigerians want him to come and explain. You think Asiwaju government should hold Mele Kyari accountable, at least from the executive arm, and let's see what can happen there? Or you think there should be a direct litigation from the citizens, demanding, if they have reports, present it to EFCC to call him. And let's start from there. How do you think Mele Kyari should be held accountable to tell Nigerians what he did and what he meant by the Crude-for-Loan?
Okay, so I think I have a little preview to this. It didn't start today. It didn't start during the days of Mele Kyari. Okay. There's exchange of crude for loan and for also for petrol then. We have not the crude oil. You see, it's a long stretch, if we want to explain it here. But it didn't start during the days of Mele Kyari. Yeah. That's number one. Number two, the presidency also they are in the know of these things.
So once you're in the know of something, whether that is done rightly or wrongly, you should go.
The terms and conditions were before
who enters those terms and conditions? As an officer of the government, you are meant to enter something that benefits the country.
But don't forget, Mele Kyari is the GMD of an APC 1.
Yes.
He has a boss who is the Minister for State 2.
Yes.
Then he has another boss who is the Minister for Petroleum,
so there's no
which
point,
is the President.
So there's no point calling to hold him accountable?
No, I don't think so.
To me, it's a missed opportunity by this government. This is a miss. If they don't, this is a missed opportunity. Remember what happened between Obasanjo and Tafawa Balogun? No, you need to show people they are working. You need to show people that people should be held accountable. But that's what they approved 1.5 billion naira or dollars for the updation and recommission of these refineries. And you think you spend 2 billion. And from the consensus, they allege they said the company bought only $400 million. So why are we owing them 2 billion? Nigeria needs to know.
Yes.
See, this is an opportunity for this government for one, show transparency.
So I ask you a question: who is the minister for?
It's not about. See, let me tell you. At any level you are, at any level you are, if you blindly, let me tell you, this is a cup. If this cup belongs to the government, and the value is 50 naira, for example, I decide to sell it to you 10 naira and sign an agreement, and you come home and give me 20 naira. I won't stand on that it's signed, but was it a fair deal? Do you understand? Was it a fair deal? Do you understand me? So the people of Nigeria want to know how those monies, how those transactions happen, and the person there has to be able to explain to Nigeria. I don't know why I think it's unnecessary holding him accountable.
Because the presidency is aware of his of what is. You see, let me tell you
something.
So
only the person that should be held accountable for all the offices in Nigeria should be the president.
No, not the president. You see what I'm trying to say. If he will be held accountable, one person that will hold him accountable is not us. I don't know if you understand.
No, I said he can start from executive. We said he can start from the presidency.
So you start from the executive.
That's what I just said.
Executive field.
But it's what I said. He should start from there.
So if it doesn't start from there, it gives you suggestion that they are in the know.
They can be in the know, but it's not going to stop people from coding him accountable.
People who say what they want. I've told you, democracy is that you are saying what you want. But the thing is that the people that
say to your care,
instead of them making him to resign or
no, the signature is a different thing.
What they would have done is to put forward and say, Mele Kyari, this contract and deals you entered into, they are not in consonance with our policy or there's fraud somewhere.
Issue of being changed is not a problem because nobody will serve Nigeria forever.
Exactly.
It's time to go. But what we are saying for the period of your stewardship,
Come and explain. So let them do it.
That's right.
We don't have the power to do it as citizens. So we can only instigate.
Yeah. Let's move forward to Kwankwaso coming to defend Asiwaju. Kwankwaso is supposed to be an opposition party, an MPP. Has he defected to APC? Because he was like claiming that those in the north that are attacking Asiwaju are spent forces.
I will show you the same Kwankwaso.
It's not the same Kwankwaso.
This guy is...
okay, this one is an APC.
Yes. This one is an APC store.
This one is an APC store.
Yes,
Okay, this one is an APC
It's
store.
an APC store.
Okay, because I was surprised hearing Kwankwaso.
No, it's not the same Kwankwaso.
So,
I think he's the financial director in one of the agencies. Of
Yes.
so.
Yes.
okay, so can you help us trail?
Okay, so he's just bearing his mind, and we know we're in the days of politics. Everybody wants to see that he's supporting who is in power. These are my analogies. But he take a swipe.
But he said those really talking about Asiwaju as spent forces of the north. Could that be true?
Who?
You can't call someone like Baba-Ahmed.
Baba-Ahmed is a spent force.
You know,
he has not.
Galadima is still not a spent force.
He has not him. For example, right now you are even mistaking him for Kwankwaso.
You mean that he's unknown?
He's an unknown guy. So you can't tell me that someone like Baba-Ahmed and someone like I
know Galadima. I know Baba-Ahmed.
But you don't know him.
But yeah, there's when I had Kwankwaso, I was thinking he's
Jesus, I know, Paul, I know. Who are you? I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
It's good for you to speak for the president, but speak on your own. Don't try to criticize.
Attack people just
to get prominent.
Yes, yeah.
And attack people that are big. You know, people like Baba-Ahmed. Baba-Ahmed is a known. I mean, I think Baba-Ahmed did the most. Honorable thing, because nobody does things like that.
Yeah.
He resigned very well. Now, you see, you can't fight. At the time of election, we are playing politics. When elections are done, it's time to build the country. Am I correct? I think that's one of the policies they have in America, where they say all the president will attend inauguration of the new president coming, so that shields are down, we are together, right? So now that's what has happened. Now Baba-Ahmed served in that government because he was questioning the reason or morality why Baba-Ahmed should serve in that this thing. So if Baba-Ahmed gets and gives them 2 years and sees that there's no way he can effect change, he will resign.
I think it is
okay. Do you think this guy was just looking for
relevance?
Cheap publicity.
Cheap publicity.
Yes, I do. But he said something about Baba-Ahmed. Nigeria were thinking that he resigned because he didn't find the place. What he was expecting, expecting the kind of leadership, expecting this government to give us, they were not giving us. He said that's not the reason. He think it was as business as usual. When you get appointed, you lie in your pocket. So it wasn't possible for
Baba-Ahmed was his.
Let it be done. Yes.
No, Galadima. This Galadima said this.
No.
Kwankwaso.
So when he saw he couldn't line up his pocket, and there is no way he could do it within the next 2 years, he had to leave. So that's principally why he left.
So he's inadvertently accusing Baba-Ahmed that Asiwaju government blocked chances of corruption. Yeah. I am unlikely to believe that, but he has his right to say whatever. I think Baba-Ahmed might take him up.
No, I think I won't think Baba-Ahmed should take him up. It's too low for him to be answering him. Baba-Ahmed should just delegate me to answer him.
It's not that maybe we should delegate it to answer why the presidency is budgeting 10 billion naira for solar project.
I will take that up too.
Aso Rock.
I will take that.
I will not give it to you. So Peter, certainly, you can look at that thing from either way. You know, renewable energy introducing. You know, we discussed it here that if the residential apartments can almost be up to 80-90% on renewable energy, we would have the ones we are generating, from and distributing along our national grid into the industrial usage. Now the presidency has come up to say, they are going to be having about 10 billion naira projects on renewable energy on Aso Rock. So, but Nigerians are saying, you promise us that you are going to generate power. This is also power. This this is a generation distribution, generation transmission and distribution all in one. But only that is for Aso Rock.
No, one of the reasons I have against is that they said because of the cost of energy.
Yeah.
It's high. Government complaining about cost of energy. What happens to the man on the street? They asked us to adjust for the next 2 years. But they are spending so much for their own comfort.
You know, I said it.
For their own comfort.
Yeah.
See, have they traveled from here to Awuchi? Have they seen how bad that road is?
True.
See, what they do in this government is all about their own comfort. If they are serious about cutting costs of governance, that money could do so much more. See, let's forget, they care about only those people of that upper echelon.
Yeah.
Nigerians are going through hell. Fix the roads, give us infrastructure. Not only Aso Rock that desires good life. People in the street desire good life. If them can complain about cost of energy, then people on the street, they are dead.
And unfortunately, they have power to allocate this money to provide the alternative source of energy for them. But most people in the streets do not have the capability to provide alternative energy for themselves. And the cost of this electricity is influenced by the government. You know, I was saying it the other day. Government will increase the price of fuel. Government will increase the price of electricity. Government will increase the price of telecommunication. And they will tell the market people, reduce your price of food. But, I mean, now, in this case, do you think it's a good move for the presidency?
Well, I think
Alternative source of energy is fine.
it's fine.
Yes.
So I think that they should tell us what they spend on energy at Aso Rock before, and what they are going to spend it on now. Now that they are going into another,
I mean, what we are going to save
as a result of what they are doing right now.
Yes.
And I will also advise the FCT minister. We have lands, plain lands here. It's good to tar the road, beautiful. But you see, I've always talked about industrialization.
Yes.
That's what will move the economy forward. People will even complain about high tariffs in electricity if they have high income yielding
Bridges
jobs.
are fine, but bridges do not bring immediate economic. The cost of building one bridge, people have been passing there before.
Exactly.
There's no obstruction. Why you? Let me tell you. To necessitate a bridge, you must see either hold up coming to the place,
the level of
convergence of
is
vehicles
high
before it becomes so
Traffic
necessary.
there.
So you don't just go into a bridge because that is where you have a contractor that can return money to you or things like that. We are not saying that is what is happening in this case.
Yes.
You know, maybe that's where you have somebody. You have to go with the temperature of the development of the people. Nigerian youth want job. What you have to do first is industrialization. Bridge, you just create access for people to drive speed from here to here. That it's Abuja. In short, Abuja as it is today, there's no place to have any serious hold up.
No, there's none.
Even the worst case like that big roundabout before, for example, the big roundabout in Galadima, maybe that one was necessitated, or yes, that one. The one in area 1, maybe. The one in life camp, yeah, maybe. The other one is 10 minutes. You don't even spend 2 minutes there.
Okafor, have you run into
Lagos
hold up in New York before?
I drove. I was coming in from Boston. I want to see my cousin in Harvard. I was coming in from Boston. In that New York City, that highway,
yes.
I was there 4 hours.
We are not talking about.
I was going to sleep in my cousin's house as the only hope for me to be able to get to Pennsylvania the next day, because an 8 hours drive from Penn State to Boston. I had to sleep in New Jersey.
So every developed city in this world have hold up.
It's like going to Washington in the morning on Baltimore. You're going to face hold up.
You are not talking of London, no.
No.
They are
London, no, they drive motor.
Even as not driving
They are
cars,
not there.
they still have serious hold up.
That's the preference we are talking about.
Yes.
You know, we talked about it the other day.
Yes.
Somebody said we should just give Wike all the mark. We say, there are certain things that Nigerians need. Yeah. We need something that will give. What have you done in Abuja that has initiated employment for people resident in Abuja? What is the infrastructure you have brought?
If they have a farm for electricity here,
yes,
and feed it into, there are a lot of industrial areas, and all those things.
Yes.
It will boost up production. Am I correct? And it will employ a lot of people around here, and it will make them to create mass housing.
Look at that Abaji lands and all that.
I mean, it's big, and this thing don't have rivers, so you can easily.
All right, Peter, you've spoken on that before. Let's move slightly further to issues of insecurity. In the space of 2 weeks, we lost over 150 people in Benue and in Plateau. These are people. When we count it like this, it will look like we are counting microphone or we are counting phones. These are people's life. And any woman will tell you that it takes a lot to give birth to a child. What all these people, there is nobody that has a special way of coming to this world other than passing through a woman 9 months and going and being born to this world. It's not an easy thing. But these people are killed. And the governor of Benue State is coming to tell us that these killers are from Mali. Though they speak one kind of Fulani, but they are not Nigerians. So how come we have been here arguing and doing and what the foreigners are coming to kill Nigerians? What do you think federal government should do on this revelation? Clearly from a governor saying, no, these are not Nigerians.
When I was watching the governor speak, was this happening? I was broken that this could happen in Nigeria. That foreigners can have a free reign in our country. I thought to have eye in the sky. Billions we will spend to put eye in the sky. What is it for? This will they pass through border.
And he said they don't even speak our language. So,
well, before they enter,
so it's difficult for police to
how did they enter?
Immigration.
Why our borders so porous? I was talking about building a solar farm for Aso Rock. How? Our government has failed us by not securing our borders. Government has failed those people. If our borders were secure, this moment have entered.
Certainly.
So we should look beyond politics.
Each time we talk about politics with these people, it confuses me because these are not the people that vote for us. I don't know the benefits. So why is it difficult to obstruct these people at the border? Or at least Benue, to the large extent, this has it's not on the border, except you are talking about going towards Cameroon side, So why is it difficult for these foreigners to be stopped before getting into the country?
You see, because we don't give attention to what attention is due with. We see American building a wall, right, along the border with Mexico, which is very long. I think if we are really serious about security, we should focus on that border, right, and build some.
We have border security. We have too many border agency, border security, border town.
Border agency is just an agency. They don't deal with border this thing. Now they
deal with the towns. The cities.
Apart from them being Abuja, I can bet you if their offices are within those border places, I can tell you that they just formulate policies and sit there in their office. What we want is action in make sure we secure this border between Lagos and Ogun. How the border that is going to is it Benin Republic or so? How have they been able to secure it? The smuggling that goes on there is massive.
Time
can't do that one.
Time is really, really against us. But there's something is a little bit comic that I want to look at. The police is telling indigenous communities that any police posted into your area, do not give them loan. Maybe they have records of police people, going into the communities and asking them to give them loan. The commissioner of police, I think he was even standing in for IG on that occasion.
Yes.
Says and was telling in opening of the new police station, he told the community, do not give loan to police officers. They don't have money. What's
no, he didn't say they don't have money. He said
to pay you.
He said don't give them beyond their salary.
Okay.
That's what he said. So if you are a police officer, you come to say you are.
He said they won't pay. There's a statement he made that they cannot pay back.
Yes, he said if you give them beyond their salary, how will they be able to pay back? And we also know that police don't stay in one place.
How will I know their salary?
After a while they move. Is it a period of time? Most police officers have served almost all over the country.
It's a very tough
How
work.
can you give somebody a loan to spread for 1 year, and maybe in the course of the year the person is posted out?
So why did the commissioner of police decides to take that kind of?
That shows you how poorly police remuneration is. Because if they are well paid, I don't think they'll go to citizens of the locality to ask for loan. And most of these loans are petty cash for them to feed.
And
the most disturbing thing is that it's the same police that this locality they are helping. They also use against locality.
Okay, but I'm asking, but is it professional because I do know police have cooperatives and things like that. Is it actually professionals for the police to be going into the community seeking for loans and things like that?
They are members of the community. Do they have barracks that they stay? Very few police barracks that we have, so barracks don't accommodate them. They are members of the society. They can.
I saw that and I was like, why will it be a topic for a commissioner of police who was representing IG?
Because it's what has been taking place. It's not only...
Maybe it has been happening. Maybe they'll be getting reports.
Yes, the report. And maybe you give them loan this year. And you know they are police. They carry gun and they can arrest you, unlawfully and all that. It's not that the police force tells police to arrest people. Sometimes when they do illegal arrest. But the IG or the AIG is far from
the local area.
My village where the police is. And it may not know what's happening there.
This loan might not even be only cash. It could be food items. I'll pay you later. Maybe take 1 bag of rice.
Yes, but for me, the takeaway there is that they should increase their pay.
Yes, that's why I'm coming. So I think our police officers should be paid better. Their work is tough, no matter how you look at it. Yeah,
they are poorly remunerated, and they are poorly taken care of.
Yes. So I think that should be the main thing, rather than trying to present them as people not capable. We have a lot, but time is against us for now. Thank you guys for being around. Peter, thank you. Kingsley, thank you. Our viewers, thank you so much for hanging around. This is Matters Arising. We'll be back next time.